Hey, all right, everybody. Look, I got another box. Right, okay. What's inside this box by here today? Now, the name, if I get this right, CIEVIE, I think it's CIEVIE. Let me show you over there. CEVIE. CIEVIE? I don't know. CIEVIE D100, and there's a front dash cam and a rear dash cam. So let's unbox it, have a look what it's like, put it in the car, go for a drive, see if it's any good. We'll have a look together. Let's have a look. Okay then, on the front of the box there, you can see a picture of the camera, and the rear camera, it's got some QR codes on there, and then on this side here, it says 4K in the front, 5G Wi-Fi, 170 degrees wide angle, dual 4K in the front, 1080p in the back, enhanced night vision, and a 64GB SD card included. So that's nice. So let's open it up like so. Open, come on. Nearly there. It doesn't want to open. And there we go. So it looks quite nice. The box looks quite nice. Let's take this sponge off by here. Like that. I think this is the main camera. So let's have a peek. Let's have a look what it looks like. Get that open like that. So that's the front part of it there. That's the rear part of it. And it has actually got like a display as well. So that's quite nice. So that's the front camera. What else have we got in this part here? Let's take this out by here. Come on. Box is falling apart. Right. There we go. That's that bit out there. Let's get all this stuff out. And we'll have a look what's inside. So, we got the user manual. It seems quite thick, that is. That's a lot of stuff in there. Right, what have we got by here? I think we got some sticky pads and stuff. We have got the power adapter there, look, which goes in the power socket. We have got the rear camera there with a very long lead by the looks of it. Let me just take that out of there so you can see. There we go. That's the rear camera there, look, okay. With a nice long lead. And then we got a tool, if you've got to take any trim off, to put this cable in or hide this cable anywhere. You probably can buy a kit where you can hardwire this, but you have to buy that separately. Now, I just opened this bag to have a quick peek, and it's got two of these. You stick that on first onto the windscreen, you pull that off, and then you stick that to that part there. And it does say on there, it's an electrostatic sticker. They actually give you two of them, which is quite nice. And they also give you an extra two stickers, which are for the, because sometimes you sell your car or whatever, or you want to move it. So it's giving you extra stickers. That's quite nice. There is no extra stickers for the rear one. I can't see any, but there are for the front. And them little things there, I think they're to stick on so you can run your wires. Keep them out of the way. Keep them all tucked out of the way. Okay, so I'm in the car. Now I've put the front dash cam by there. I don't know if you can just make out the sticky pad I've put behind it. This is just temporary because I've got my own dash cam up by here that I've removed at the moment. So that's just temporary. You can see it's got a display on there. Now, I've taken the backing off for the one sticky pad on the dash cam. When you peel this one off by here, let me just get rid of that there. When you peel the front one off, there is a rear one to peel off as well. So be aware, you can't actually see it, but there is a rear one to peel off. So there's the dash cam there. So let's get the rear one. We'll plug the rear one in, and then we'll take it for a drive, and then we'll see the footage after. Right, okay, so I got the front camera connected. I got the rear camera connected. It's in the back window. Now, my back window is tinted from the factory. I don't know how that affects the camera. We'll see when I go for a drive. Now, you've got to download an app. It's called GKU Go. It's on my phone by here. So let's just open that up like that. Privacy. It's going to ask for all your privacy details. It always does. You're going to have to agree to that, I assume. And it's asking me to add a camera. So I'm going to add a camera. Needs location permission, blah, blah, blah. It's going to ask for permission for everything. So I'm going to click OK while using the app. Like so. And hopefully it should connect to the camera up there. I'm assuming the Wi-Fi is on. It's connecting via Wi-Fi, it says in the instructions. It says install the camera and power it on. It's powered on. I think it's powered on anyway. Is that powered on down there? It should be, yeah. Connect to the Wi-Fi. Connect. I can see it there. Look, there it is there. Password. I don't know what the password is. I didn't bring the instructions, so I think let's just try. I tell you what, I'm gonna have to go and get the instructions. I should have brought them with me. Wait there. Don't go anywhere. Right, okay, got the instructions. Password is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I remember that quite easy, can't you? So that's good. Connected. And there we go. I don't know if you heard that then. It said Wi-Fi connected. I'm just waiting for the phone to sort itself out. I don't know if I got to go. That says it's connected there. My phone's just doing a few things a second. I don't know if I got to go back now onto the camera, and we'll see if it connects. And looks like something's happening. So here we go. Right, okay, so on the phone here I can see the front camera. So can I change to the rear camera? Let's just click there. That just turns that round, so we don't want that, do we? Let's go back. We got record, we got that there. Maybe this one, is it? This one? Let's see if that changes the camera. And here we go. That's the rear camera. Now that's pointing up into the sky. So the rear camera, you can turn the rear camera the same as the front one. So I'm going to go and turn the rear camera so we can see what's happening. Because at the moment, all I can see is up in the air. So let me go outside. Out here, like this, and I can look at my phone. I should be able to adjust it. Right, okay. I can see it from the back now. Now it is upside down because, and I'll tell you why. I did install it the right way round, but the camera lens was touching the screen glass, the curvature, so I've had to turn it upside down. Now that's not a problem because in editing software you can always flip it around, but that's the way it fits in the back of my car. So I've had to turn it around the other way. It's just my car. Some cars might be different, but the curve, the lens was touching the glass, if you know what I mean. Right, so camera settings. Let's have a quick peek at that then.
Stop recording.
So it's stopped recording now because I'm looking at the camera settings. You've got speaker volume, sound recording is on, resolution there, look, is 4K full HD. That's what we want. Loop recording is every 1 minute. Light source frequency 60 Hertz. Time watermark, you can have it off or on. Rear camera, flip left, flip right. They should have had flip. Oh, there we go. It does say by here, look, rear flip. So let's flip the rear one like that. We got collision sensing, medium, automatic screen time, date format, 24-hour clock. We'll have 24-hour clock, 5G, and then all the rest of the stuff there. So if I go back to the camera now, I have done a rear flip, so we should have it run the right way. Let's have a look.
Start recording.
Start recording. And there we go. Hey! So it's the right way around now. It doesn't look too bad on his screen, actually. A little bit dark, because like I said, the rear glass is tinted. So I think what we need to do now is go for a drive in the old car and see what it's like, and actually see the quality. Then when I get to the editing stage, we can all have a look how good this is. But so far, everything has worked smoothly and everything's going tickety-boo. Oh, and before I go for a drive in the car to see what it's like, I just want to show you on the app that you can turn your phone sideways. Let me just adjust that there. You can turn it that way like that, and if you press on it like that, it gives you all the settings to stop recording, take a photo. You've got your microphone settings there, and if I go like that, you can have the full sort of screen on your phone. It should change to the front camera there. Now I think I can adjust our front camera by looking at, now I can look on here. There's a small screen up there anyway on the camera, but let me just adjust it by looking at this here. Just bring that down. I think that's a little bit low. I think maybe about there, just peeking above the bonnet. That should be okay. That should be fine to see what's going on in front of you. We have got a little bit of reflection of the dashboard coming up by there. That might change as we get away from the side of the wall here. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, let's go for a drive. Right, okay, here we are, out on the old open road. Now I think I'll go round this roundabout by here, and I think I'll head towards the mountain, get away from all this traffic. Even though you want to see traffic, you can see a bit of traffic by here. We'll take a nice scenic route along the mountain and maybe come back along the roadway, because the traffic is getting a little bit sort of busy this time of day. What time is it? It's getting close to, was it 3:05? So it is getting, traffic's starting to get, you know, near peak hour, peak time, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so I'll turn left up by here and we'll go across the mountain just to see what it's like in the mountain, and then we'll come back along the roadway. A lot of potholes by here now. Later on, I'll have to go out in the night to see what these cameras are like in the night. I expect that the front one is going to be okay in the night. The back one isn't going to be very good because, like I said, the rear window is tinted, is quite dark. Should be okay in the sun like this at the moment, but I can't do anything about that because I could stick the rear camera in the front, I suppose, but it's supposed to be out the back, so that's the best I can do. Anyway, we're on the mountain road now, so what does it look like? Like I said, I don't know what it looks like yet. I gotta wait until I get into the editing to see what it looks like. That front one is supposed to be 4K, and the rear one is supposed to be 1080p. Now there is a couple of cars behind me now, so how well can these cars be made out? I can just about see the registration with my eyeballs. Can you make out the registration if I slow down a bit with the back camera? Because ultimately the goal is to be able to see the registration of the car. Now obviously if the car was going to come and drive into the back of me, it'd come really close, so you probably would see it. But let's go a little bit faster because I'm going slow and I don't like it. Everybody wants to go fast on the mountain road, but I want to be out and enjoy the sunshine on the mountain road and take my time. But there we go. Let's carry on down that way. Now the sun is coming down between the trees, so you're sort of getting dark and bright. So it's a good test for that camera to see what it's like. This car coming behind. I don't want to slow. When you slow down, mate, bleeding hell. See what I mean? Some people just don't want to stop. It's like as if they can't put their foot on the brake. He didn't even slow down. And he was very close to me. It's lucky I stopped then. Anyway, let's get up this hill. Here we go, through the village. So there we go. Birdies, watch out, birdies. Go around the corner by here. Now, can you make out the number plates? So I'll drive along here and we'll see if we can see all the number plates. Let's have a look at that car there. Look, a Morris Minor. Look at that. So that's NSL 557. Could you make that out on the camera? There's quite a few, isn't there? Was some old cars down by here as well. I think there's somebody who really likes old cars, because there we go, by here, look. There we go. Let me show you these cars by here now. I'll turn around and I'll show you. I think it says VW. Yeah, Volkswagen. Let me turn around so I can show you these cars. There we go. I'll get around by here and you can see them, look. Look at these cars here, look at these. Hey, they're old, aren't they? What is it? I can't see. It says Volkswagen. Volkswagen what? Does that say variant or something? they're older before my time, these cars, so I don't know what they are. But anyway, there we go. Somebody does like old cars. Oh, there's cars coming. Let's get going. The links for this dash cam will be down in the description below. I think there's money off at the moment, so I think it's quite cheap. I think it's very reasonably priced. So go and check it out. Right, here we go then. Now the sun is pointing towards the camera. It's up there somewhere. So it's pointing more directly towards the camera. So we'll see how it handles the brightness from the sun. We've got some cars coming up by here. So we'll just have a look what it's like. Right, there we go. My car was beeping, telling me there's a speed camera in front of me by here. And there it is. There's the speed camera. So I can only go 20 miles an hour past this speed camera. So it is quite slow, 20 miles an hour. I'm not sure if it works or not, the speed camera. Sometimes they don't, but you can't take a chance, can you? And you shouldn't be speeding anyway, should you? So there. Right, okay. Like I said, I don't know what the camera looks like yet until I start editing it. So hopefully it is picking up number plates. I'll try and sort of stop the video at certain points just to see if it is actually picking up number plates, because the sun is sort of hitting the cars now at the side. So this is under the most difficult circumstances, I expect, with the sun coming across sideways. Let's get past this big Jeep. Could you see the number plate on that big Jeep then? I'll find out when I go home. Anyway, I think I'll get back to the house and edit this footage and see exactly what this camera's like. And if it is good, then I'll be quite surprised, because the price is very good. So hopefully the video is very good as well for the price. Okay then, there you go. That's my review of the CIEVIE D100 dash cam. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Ho-hoi!